I'm Kirsty, your qualified menopause fitness instructor, and today we're working into the upper body, building strength and tone, not only in the arms, but also the shoulders, the chest, and the back. We're going to be using a couple of sets of weights for the workout today. I'm using a 3 kilo and a 5 kilo set, and I'm also going to be using a towel or a tea towel. So if you're ready, let's get going. Grab your towel or tea towel and just hold it up straight in front of you, around about in line with your shoulders. What you're going to do is just grip the towel or tea towel and then just pull apart slightly, really engaging your core and squeezing your shoulder blades together, and relax. We're going to be doing this 3 or 4 times. Just hold and relax. Each time just working into isolating those muscles in your upper back and shoulders, also into your chest, and not forgetting your core muscles. So important to make sure that those are switched on for every single workout that we do together. And take a little rest there. Okay, next up we're gonna do some nice big arm circles. So bring the arms up with the arms brushing past your ears as you reach your fingertips up to the ceiling with each pass. Well done. It doesn't matter which direction you choose to go in, so just go in any direction, whatever feels most natural to you to get started. But let's really get those shoulders mobilized, and let's switch the direction now. So it doesn't matter which way you went to start, just go the opposite direction now. Keep that core nice and tight and feet really pushed into the floor. Well done. Good job. All right, okay, final little thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna work on adding a little power into our arms before we get going. So from a little soft knee position, we're gonna punch up, 2, out, 2, and down, 2, back out, and up, and out, and down. There we go, well done. So just working through this little pattern here. Make sure you're giving it some power on those punches. So here, warming up the shoulders again, into the back as well. Okay, amazing work. Make sure you have your weights ready. We're gonna get started with this workout in just a second. So make sure you've got everything ready. Take a quick sip of water and I'll meet you right back here. We're gonna get started today with an overhead press. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can either do a neutral grip with the palms facing as you push up, or you can turn so that your palms are facing out and pushing up. I'm gonna do the version with the palms facing out, but please make sure that you do the one that's right for you. If you have any specific shoulder issues, then the narrow grip is likely to be less intrusive into those shoulders. So just work with whichever one feels good for you, pushing your feet into the floor, and let's get those shoulders working. Well done. Really working into the core here as well, standing up nice and straight and tall. You're doing an amazing job. Good job. Keep going. Almost there. Fantastic. Okay, brilliant. We're going to work into an incline push-up next. If you'd like to do a full push-up onto the mat, then please feel free to do so. I'm going to be working on my raised surface or incline today. For you, this may be your kitchen work surface. It could be the back of the sofa or coffee table, the bottom step of your staircase. We're gonna work and push the chest down to your surface and back up, working with all that control that you can manage, keeping your elbows nice and close to your body, which means we're gonna be working into our triceps as well as the chest, supporting your body weight here. This is such an important move to do, especially in midlife and menopause. Being able to support your body weight, even just partially like this, is so, so valuable. So you're doing an amazing job. You can of course do these on the wall if you prefer. Almost there. And let's take a rest, finish the one you're on. Fantastic work. I know those aren't your favorite, but they are really, really good for you. Next thing we're gonna do is do a weighted tricep flutter. So I'm gonna use a lighter weight for this one. I'm just gonna hold it into the palms, just behind my body, and just curl my fingers around the weight. And then we're just gonna push, push, push. I'm in this bent over position here with my hips pushed back, and I'm just gonna flutter, flutter, flutter. Good job. You can do this without a weight if you find this really tricky with a weight. Okay, try and keep that neck nice and long and no tension, okay? So keep that jaw really loose, not clenching through the teeth. Working into our biceps here, bat wings, bingo wings, whatever you call them. I've just done a video all about that. So if you'd like to work into those muscles a little more, check that out. I'll link it below. Well done. Good job, amazing. Let's get into some shoulder taps next. Again, working on our raised surface, but you can use the mat if you prefer. We're gonna work again into a supported body weight position, touch the opposite hand to opposite shoulder and coming back down. Are you with me now? Let's go. Hand to shoulder, hand to shoulder. Working on absolutely minimal hip shift. So that's what we want to do, is we don't want those hips to be swinging side to side, opening up, keeping the arms really nice and strong, core stays strong. That's supporting you in this exercise. Arms are working hard. Triceps are really working as well as your shoulders and your chest. Keep it going. Amazing work. Good job. 2, 1, take a little rest. Fantastic. Okay, we've just done a whole load of exercises that are push exercises, and now we're gonna do a whole load that are pull exercises. So I'm gonna pick up a heavier set of weights here. I've got a 5 kilo set, and I'm gonna work into a bent over row. So I'm gonna hinge those hips back, weights come down in front, palms are facing out, and I'm gonna row up to my chest, keeping the elbows in nice and tight. Now I like to do this reverse grip row because I like to also get my forearms a little bit worked out in this exercise as well. So this reverse grip just gets those forearms on fire just a little bit more than it would in the neutral grip. Well done. Squeeze those glutes. You might as well. You're here for them. Keep it going, keep those heels pushed into the floor. You got this. And take a little rest there. Pick up something a little lighter if you have it. So again, I'm gonna go back to my 3 kilos and we're gonna go back into that bent over position. So hips come back, little soft knee, hands come down so palms are facing, and this time we're gonna bring the arms out into a T and back together, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Are you with me? Good job, squeeze. Using your control here so you're not swinging, really working the back of the deltoid or the shoulder muscles here. So working the shoulder muscles, working your back muscles, breathing it through, no swinging. And again, keeping those glutes nice and tight while you're in this position. Fantastic. Brilliant work. Brilliant. And working on your posture as well in this position. 2, 1. Excellent work. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my slightly heavier weights, my bicep curl and hammer curl combination that I'm gonna use my 5 kilos for. If you wanna go heavier on this, or if you wanna use, you know, a barbell, then you feel free to do that. You'll just have to do the bicep curl element. So we're just gonna do the bicep curl, and then we're gonna turn the grip and do a hammer curl. Okay, so depending on what equipment you have, most of you I know have free weights, which are arguably some of the best weights to have, just because they mean that you can challenge your body in a different kind of way, really highly functional. Good job. So you're just switching grip each side. There's no swinging through the body at all. And each time we bring those weights back down into resting position, we do it nice and slowly and with control. Amazing. Finish the one you are on. Fab. Right, so we're gonna get down to the mat. I'm gonna take one weight with me, okay? This is a great little exercise. This is gonna be a bird dog with a row. So all fours position, you are gonna bring your leg out and you're gonna row up at the same time. So you're gonna row as you're bringing that leg up as you would for a regular bird dog or Superman. Rowing up to the chest, Good. So here your core is working so hard to keep you stable. Breathing, making sure you're always breathing, please. Breathe. Good job. Amazing. Nearly done here. And take a rest. We are going to switch sides, of course. Come off your hands if you need to. And for any of these exercises, if they go into your wrists a little too much, you can come up onto your fists. You can use a raised surface just to reduce that amount of body weight going through your wrist. Are you ready? Let's go. Good. So really keeping your concentration here, because there's a lot of coordination going on. And I know some of you find that really tricky, and that's because it is tricky, okay? So don't give yourself a hard time if you are finding the coordination aspect of this difficult. It's all part of what we do, okay? We challenge ourselves. It's really important because without challenge, there is no change. So you have to challenge yourself. You have to find it a little tricky so you can overcome. Well done. Take a rest. We're going to work into our postural section next. So for this section, we're going to work into a bear plank hold. So into an all fours position here, we're going to tuck those toes. We're going to lift the knees up off the floor and we're just going to hold here. This is a tough exercise. If you need to come up onto those fists, then please do to protect the wrists. Okay, I know lots of you have a struggle with weakness or pain in the wrists. So please do make the changes you need to make. If you need to drop those knees down at any time, please do. They are just a fraction off the floor, around about a fist's width off the floor. Keeping that back nice and straight, breathing all the time, understanding that your body is probably rebelling, but know that it is all for good. 2, 1, take a rest. That was really fantastic, well done. Grab your towel that you used earlier and come and lie onto the mat with me now. Lying onto the mat, push your back into the mat, bring that towel up above your chest. And what we're going to do here is bring the arms up overhead and then back down towards the hips. Pulling apart, just like we did at the start, onto that towel. So loads of tension into that towel. You can use a t-shirt, a workout top. I'm using a tea towel here. Use whatever you've got. You can use a broom handle, okay? But you're just pulling apart, keeping that tension all the way through your upper body. Well done. But don't worry if you can't go all the way overhead. Just work with the range that you can. Brilliant work. And take a little rest. Okay, pop that towel back and you want to grab a light-ish set of weights. So I'm using my 3 kilos for this one, but you use what's right for you. We're going to work into our weighted dead bug. So arms come up overhead, knees are bent, and we're going to stretch our opposite arm and leg, keeping the non-working arm up to the ceiling. Okay, this is really tricky. If you've not done this before, then do it weight-free, okay, because it's honestly hard enough weight-free. Anybody who's been here for a while will tell you that this is a tough exercise. So please give yourself what you need to make this achievable for you. And of course, if you need to bend that leg instead of stretching it out straight, then please make that adjustment. Okay, well done, take a rest, fantastic. Final exercise then before we get into our cool down, because this is a really quick workout today, is we're going to work into a side plank. So we're just going to finish off with working into some postural and core muscles here. Bottom leg is bent, foot is flat facing the back wall, top leg straight into a forearm position here, and we're going to push up and hold. That is all there is to this exercise. We're just going to push, hold, keep the tummy tight, really having a nice big space between you and the floor as much as you can. Okay, arm can come up into the air. You can bring the fingertips to temples. You can just hang out here. I don't mind, but just do what you can. If this hurts into your shoulder too much, feel free to come up into a full hand, okay? A full extended arm if the plank, the half plank, is too much for you, okay? So just work to your level, make your adjustments, make your adaptations. Well done. Take a little rest. Good job. I've worked with hundreds of women face to face, and I can tell you that as a personal trainer, I will make those adjustments for you. So I wouldn't normally be telling you, you can do this or you can do this. I would just say, come up onto your arm, come up onto your forearm, whatever it would be. Here we go. So in the absence of you having somebody like that, you need to make that decision for yourself. So you make the decision. If that's a bit sore, you take control. You make the decision that's right for you, because there isn't anybody there that can see you. I can't see you, unfortunately, to tell you what you should be doing. I can just give you the options and then just feedback to me. Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you found the workout. Let me know what you found tricky, and I will give you some help if I possibly can. Okay, so just keep working. Your strength will build as you work with me through these videos. I can promise you that. Nearly there. Take a rest. Fantastic work. From your position here, let's do a little stretch through those sides. So through the lats, through the back here. So sit back into your heels, fingertips are walked forwards. Try and push your elbows down to the mat. And stretch, feel that stretch through your back. Well done. Drop your head. Breathe. And now walk your fingertips out to the right side. Feel the stretch in your left, which is the side you are lengthening. Breathe it through. So when you're stretching out at the end of the session, don't hold your breath. Well done. Back into center, and then over to the left side, feeling the stretch in your right. Brilliant work. Good job. Up into kneeling if you can, and let's just stretch through the shoulder muscles. So our deltoid muscles here, stretching through, bringing the arm across the body. Amazing. If you enjoyed this workout and you really like at-home workouts, then please make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Also, leave me a like, a comment, and share. It really helps for people to find my videos. It really helps the channel to succeed and to grow. Let's go across the other side. A lovely stretch here. Good job. And finally, let's stretch out those triceps. So just bring the hand down between the shoulder blades, push just above the elbow. Tummy stays nice and tight here. Well done. Really feeling that stretch. And if you're interested in supporting the channel more directly, then please do have a little look at the join button just down below. That's where you can find details of all the different tiers of support for the channel membership. For that, you get different perks, such as exclusive sessions, early access, early release. You get polls and quizzes and switch sides, and emojis and symbols next to your name. You get all sorts. It's basically the VIP treatment. And you can also watch all of my live streams on catch up whenever you want. And there are literally hundreds of those. So that is for the top level, the VIP level, but it's still very affordable. So please do feel free to take a little look at that if you'd like to support the channel more directly, and take a rest. Otherwise, I will see you for our next video very soon, right back here. Well done today. Amazing work in advocating for your strength, for your fitness, and for your future self. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Bye.